All right, I've got a 2005 Honda Pilot here, and the headlights are kind of foggy, so I got this kit. I did a little research, and this one sounded like the least amount of work and the best results, so we'll see. But the first thing they tell you to do is tape off around the headlight. So that's the first thing you need to do. Raise the hood, makes it easier, gives you a one whole side that you don't have to worry about the paint, and then get to taping. So when you're taping, don't try to put it all in one piece. Break it up into smaller pieces to get around the corners and stuff, and get it as close to the edge where it meets the headlight as possible so that it keeps the chemicals off your paint. I didn't see any issue at all. Um, but it is a vital step. You need to definitely tape it off and buy that the blue tape. The painter's tape is easier to, it doesn't stick to anything. It sticks, but it doesn't permanently stick and leave a residue. And you can see this headlight is yet more yellow. The one on the driver's side, it must have been in the sun more, but it was definitely more yellow than the other one. And then for the first step, they give you two pairs of gloves. The first step, you get the first pair of gloves on, and these are wipes. They chemically remove the yellow. Now, I've done this mechanically before, buffed and sanded and polished, and let me tell you, I was so skeptical about whether this would work or not. I've heard of people using lacquer thinner and other chemicals, but I'm telling you, it was too easy. I'm like, nah, this can't be working. This is too easy. Not too much pressure. I mean, obviously you're going to put some pressure, but it's not like you're going to break a sweat. But just kind of rub it around. And in their video on their website, they don't show them turning the cloth, but I turned it from front to back, and then I also turned it inside out. But man, it didn't look that yellow to me. This is the first pad, and I was actually pretty surprised that it was that dark. On the video on their website, on Cerakote's website, it gets a little bit of yellow, but man, that was like molasses brown. It was disgusting. And you got four, and they tell you definitely use all four no matter what. So even if you get it all on the first one, you think, and you're not getting much residue on the second one, and the third one and the fourth one, they definitely tell you to go through all four. But look at that. That's incredible. That's nasty. So you just go through each packet, make sure you go through all four packets, and same process, just this is the only time they tell you to use a circular motion too, is when you're using the wipes to wipe off the yellow oxidation, the UV damage. So make sure that you use all four and do both headlights. I did both of them at the same time, but look at that, still coming off brown. But go ahead and get all four wipes used on each headlight, and then we'll go on to the next step. So here we go, step number 3, pad number 3. Just like before, you want to make sure you wipe the entire lens down. And on the fourth one, I think actually before I did the fourth one, I wiped it down. Yeah, I wiped it down, got all the old residue off. There was a lot of brown stuff on there, but then you go ahead just like before, make sure you're wearing those gloves, wipe that thing down. This is the number 4 pad, and you can see it's still yellow, but not near as yellow as it was before. Then we wipe it down, get all that residue off of there, and we'll get on to the next headlight. But yeah, you can see, man, those pads were nasty. I was surprised how much it took off. And Headlight actually looking a lot better than it did when we started as far as clarity. But now we come to the passenger side is a little more yellow. I either this is an older headlight, not sure, but anyway, we get on to the sanding. We start with the 2000 grit, which is a little bit coarser grit. It's just a Velcro. You can center it on there. If you need to remove it, you can remove it, no big deal. Get it on there, lots of water. They tell you to use lots of water. I'm not using Fantastic. That's actually purified water in there. Soak it really, really well. Soak your sanding block on top of that and just start sanding. You can feel it. It definitely was taking off something off the surface there. And I held the spray bottle in my hand and just continued to spray as I was sanding. You can see when you spray it, you can see it draining off, and it wasn't real yellow, just like a white residue from the sanding. But you can see it actually started to build up a little bit on that sanding block. I don't know if that's a common issue or not, but it made the sanding block jump a little bit as you were sanding it. Had like a jitter to it, but not much you can do about it, I guess. Just keep sanding it, and then they tell you to check and make sure you don't have any shiny spots where you missed. You want to make sure you sand 100% of the surface. I went back and did it again. I wasn't real happy with the way it looked. It wasn't as dull as they said it should be. So I went back and I sanded it again with the 2000 grit and cleaned it off, wiped it down. You can see there's residue on there. And then we check it out. It's amazing how much better that looks already. It's not as dull as they said it would be in the video on their website. I don't know if that's just me but I mean, that looks pretty good right there. And that's the 2000 grit, which is the heavier grit. But anyway, get on with the 3000. And once again, it's just centered on the block. Wet it down real good. Make sure you do the entire surface. Sand that down real good. It took me a while. It probably took me, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes. I took my time. I wiped it down a few times in between and then got down and really looked at it to make sure I got all the areas. But this is after the 3000 grit. I mean, for some, that looks better than some of the ones I did mechanically with a disc and a drill. So I was pretty impressed. And once again, the passenger side, not as good. It's a little more yellow. I actually, just so you know, I ended up going back. When I was all done, I went back and I did it a second time with the 2000 and 3000 grit, the passenger side, because it just didn't have you can see it's just not as clear as the other side. I'm not really sure what that was all about. But anyway, after all that, they tell you to remove the tape, clean it really well, rinse it off, either with a hose. I just use my purified water and some really clean cloths. And I let it dry for about 4 hours until the sun went down. They tell you to do it in the shade or while it's cooler. 65 to 75 degrees, something like that. I'm in Florida, Central Florida. It never gets that cool. Not this time of year. This is, April, May. But the passenger side, it was duller. It was yet more yellow. It's subtle, but you can definitely tell there's a difference. I have a feeling that's an older headlight that the one on the the driver's side was more yellow. I'm sorry. The driver's side was more yellow. But I have a feeling this side, the passenger side, That headlight might have been replaced at one time. So that might be why it's a little clearer. But anyway, make sure you put the gloves on. Read the warnings on this chemical, this ceramic coating. Not good. You don't want to get it on your hands and definitely don't want to get it in your eyes. So I wasn't wearing eye protection, which is kind of stupid because I had it and I forgot to put it on. So make sure you wear some eye protection. You do not want to get this in your eyes. But this is real time. I did not speed anything up. This is exactly how long it took me to put the final coat, the ceramic coating on there. So they tell you to do it slow, overlapping, 50% overlapping lines. I wasn't as slow on this side as I should have been, I don't think. But I did overlap it. And then there's that top part. There's a little indentation on the top there that I went ahead and did. There was a lot of fluid left on that pad. I just felt like it was such a waste. I ended up putting it on a few other places on the vehicle just to see how it would act. But you get down there, you got to get down there, look at it from all different angles. No yellow on that. But get down and look at all the different angles. Man, it is crazy. That is crystal clear. I was very impressed. That turned out really well. And then same thing on the driver's side. This is the headlight that's not quite as clear. And yeah, I did this one a little slower. I think on their video they say slower is better. So don't wipe it too fast, and just make sure you overlap 50% on each pass, and make sure you get every millimeter of that lens coated. But it doesn't take very long. You kind of feel like, is it really this easy? But it is. You don't, just nice straight lines. Remember, the only thing you do swirls on is that very first wipe down where you wipe all the yellow off the lens. Otherwise, everything from then on is straight lines across. And once again, we get down, look at it really well, make sure you got every square millimeter. And that's what it looks like when you're done. This is I would call it the yellower side, the yellower headlight, but even that one, man, I'm happy with that. If it stays like that, they say it's a lifetime warranty, but if it stays like that for a year, I can handle it, because I can do it in half the time now that I've done it once. But man, that's pretty impressive. Let it cure for at least an hour. Don't let it get wet. I let mine go overnight. Didn't have to go anywhere, so I left the hood up for at least an hour. Then I put the hood down, and that was the end of it. But pretty good. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe.